Hey YouTube, how's it going? Well, I'm driving, and it's like I like to talk when I drive, but when there's nobody to talk to, well, I talk to you. Eventually, you're going to come around and hear it. You know, it's not a two-way conversation, but at least I get to run my track, you know what I mean? And, you know, I was thinking, okay, I'm carrying a lot of extra weight. A lot of extra weight that I'm not used to carrying. I've had that weight for years. I used to be an alcoholic, and I used to drink a lot of beer. And I gained a lot of beer weight. And you know how when most people quit, that weight just comes right off of them. Not me. Well, what I did is I did damage to my liver. And when you do damage to your liver, it doesn't operate perfectly. And when it doesn't operate perfectly, what happens? Well, it starts backing up toxins and everything into your fat cells and everything else. That's what it does, because it's not working at optimum levels. So if it's not working at optimum levels, then it needs to just store things away and then get to it later. The same way we are. You know, it's like, I don't have time to do this, but, it's a priority list. So the real bad toxins and everything like that, the liver's going to be like, okay, let's get to it right now. But the other little toxins, like if you eat some crackers, those crackers are not, they're not natural and everything. They're processed, and there's toxins in them. Even though they might taste good and everything, there's toxins in them. So we have a little issue here, It's like, well, you're eating these toxins. Well, a regular liver and somebody who hasn't abused alcohol, I haven't been drinking for well over 10 years now, but for those who haven't abused alcohol, their liver can process that stuff easily. And, they stay pretty good. Now, you got other people who don't even touch alcohol, don't touch drugs or anything like that, but they still gain a lot of weight. And they, I was just looking at a motorcycle. I think I saw that one on Facebook. But they gain a lot of weight because of other toxins. That's mostly because of food and environmental toxins and stuff like that. And also leading a sedentary lifestyle. If you're eating, and you're not doing anything to burn it off, then, that's also a factor. Now, see, I've tried keto, I've tried this, I've tried that, I went total vegan for a whole month, and I gained weight, okay? And it's not like I consume fewer than 2,000 calories a day, except for on Fridays when I pig out. It's my pig out day, So just by diet alone, I should be dropping weight, but I'm not. And I'm like, what's wrong here? So I'm thinking, okay, low T. Okay, I've got all the symptoms of low T. I'm in my 50s, okay? It's natural. So, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to have to go to a doctor and everything like that, get it tested and everything. But then, I remember when I did get under 200 pounds. And that was about 6 or 7 years ago. And maybe it was a little longer, maybe 8 or 9 years ago. Regardless, I did get under 200 pounds. And at that time, I had problems with constipation and everything else. And nothing was moving through my system. And, that's a side effect of alcoholism and everything. Okay, so I had just gotten done drinking. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to go through my head on the whole time frame. But I had just finished with the drinking, and I just quit drinking and everything. So I think it was a couple of years after that. I had an issue about that. So, the digestive issue and everything like that. When your poo comes out looking like orange toothpaste, there's something wrong. So, it scared me. So I started looking around and everything, saying that, okay, if it's orange, it's a bright orange, and there's no bile there. Okay, so you just chase a rabbit trail and everything. You find out, okay, if there's no bile, why? And it's like, well, I always had a pain right here, and it got a little worse. If I moved my shirt over that area, it would hurt. So it's like, okay, then it came to gallbladder. Well, I'm totally against having things removed from my body. So it's like, well, surgery, removing the gallbladder is not an option. So you're not going to do that. So I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked, and I came across a liver flush. Now, it's not a liver cleanse where you drink these juices and this and that, and over the course of about 8 or 9 months, your liver will be cleansed. No. This is a flush, and I've done a lot of them, okay? It is the most unpleasant thing. It is just, it's horrible. I hate doing it, but you know what? I was thinking back to when I did get under 200 pounds, and that's when I first started doing my woodworking. That would be about 2012. That would be about 9 years ago when I first started doing the woodworking. And I just was dropping weight. But of course, at that time, I was dealing with a clogged up gallbladder, and I also was dealing with the lack of bile in my system and everything like that. So, what happened? I started doing those liver flushes. I started doing them religiously, like once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks, something like that. And I was doing them regularly. And my function started coming back. The bowel function started coming back. And now it's working fine. But all that damage I did with drinking and everything like that has made my liver to the point where it's kind of sluggish. And I'm thinking, okay, why am I not losing this weight? The only way I lose weight, and I only lose about 30 pounds, is when I starve myself and I walk like 30 miles a week. That's the only time I lose weight. And I'll lose about 30 pounds, and that's it. Plateau. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I remember when I was young, I get a little pudgy or something, through the winter. It's a real bad winter, and you're not out there doing a whole lot, and you're just eating junk food, whatever. You get a little pudgy and everything. But come springtime, you go out there and you're working and you're playing and doing all that stuff. The weight just falls right off of you. It was no problem. There's no problem losing fat. So what I'm thinking is, this is my philosophy here, is that when I starve myself and I do all that walking and everything, I'm burning the fat, and the fat goes away. Okay, so I have no fat, but my fat cells are still full. See what I'm saying? And my fat cells are full because of the toxins that are stored in my fat cells from my liver. Now, I'm going to go back on a regimen of doing the liver flushes. And when I do the liver flushes, I'm going to document my weight and everything like that. And I'll do some updates and everything. And I believe, truly, I believe that is the issue. That's why I'm not dropping the weight. Now, see, the liver, if your fat cells are all filled and everything like that, that leads to buildup of estrogen in your system, which would lead to low T because it's suppressing the T, the testosterone. So what we have here is a situation where if the liver's not working right, it's backing things up in your fat cells, and if it's backing things up in your fat cells, then, well, the estrogen starts going up, and then your testosterone goes down. Now, it's natural for a man my age for the testosterone to go down. That's understandable. But, when you lift weights, you're doing heavy workouts and stuff like that, which I have done, the testosterone's supposed to go up. But when it doesn't go up, well, then we got an issue. And I think it's because of the liver. I haven't done liver flushes. I think the last time I did a liver flush was 2 years ago. So I'm going to start doing one every 2, maybe 3 weeks. You're supposed to do it once every month. Maybe I'll do it once every 3 weeks. And I'm going to be doing these flushes. Basically what you do is you wake up in the morning, you don't eat anything. This is how I do it. You just drink apple juice all day long, okay? Now you prepare 3 cups of water and 4 tablespoons of Epsom salt, okay? You prepare that, you set it aside. Get yourself a couple of grapefruits and a couple of lemons. And you get yourself a bottle of first cold pressed olive oil, quality stuff. You want to get the best stuff available. So you get all that stuff together. You're drinking the apple juice all day long. It's going to make you want to go potty. Okay, stay close to a toilet. So you're drinking that all day long. When 6 o'clock p.m. comes around, you drink 3/4 of a cup of that Epsom salt solution. Then, when 8 o'clock rolls around, you drink 3/4 of a cup of that Epsom salt solution. Now, what that does is it helps open up things and get things flowing in your system. And it helps flush your system out. Now, what the apple juice does is it softens up your bile ducts and everything like that and gets things ready to flow. Now, what you do is you juice your grapefruit and your lemon. And you make sure there's no seeds and all that stuff in there. You make sure it's just pure juice. And then you juice it. And then, however much juice you have, say you got a cup of juice, do an equal cup of olive oil. Put it in your blender, get it set. Okay, so 6 o'clock p.m., you drink first Epsom salt. 8 o'clock p.m., you drink the next thing of Epsom salt. By 10 o'clock p.m., that's when you go to bed. And when you go to bed, I like to pop a little sleeping pill just to get me to go to sleep, or else I'm going to be sitting up, thinking and feeling my body and everything like that. Okay, but, feeling the inside of my body's feeling what's happening. So I like to do a little pill so I can sleep. Now, see, that's not normal for me. I can fall asleep real well. But anyways, before you go to bed, make sure right next to your bed you have this, you mix up your juice and your olive oil. Mix it up real well in the blender and carry the carafe upstairs. Or well, that's where my bedroom is. It's upstairs. Carry your carafe to your bedroom. And get ready for bed and everything, and then down it. Just guzzle it. Glug, 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 all the way down. When you do that, you they almost hit me. Freaking idiots. But anyways, when you do that, you lay down in bed, go directly to bed, lay down on your left side. Left side because your gallbladder's on the right and gravity's going to help pull things across into your colon. And when you do that, it's going to aid things. Okay, now the apple juice helps soften everything up. The malic acid in the apple juice does that. And then you have the the citrus. The citrus helps open up the bile ducts, and the fat that's in the olive oil makes your liver just start pumping out bile. And when it does that, puts that high pressure into your gallbladder, that's when it starts pushing out the stones. And that's what you really need. So you go to bed, then you wait, set your alarm for 6 a.m., and if you've got a double alarm like I do, set it for 8 a.m. also. So you go to bed, the alarm goes off at 6 a.m., drink another 3/4 of a cup of that Epsom salt solution. It tastes like what dirty feet smell like, okay? But you drink another 3/4 of a cup of that. And then you go back to bed and you just lay there. I usually can't sleep after that. I'll just be like in and out. But then when 8 a.m. rolls around, you drink the last one, the last 3/4 of a cup. Then that's when things start moving inside of your gut and everything, and things are just getting a little crazy. And yeah, you're gonna go on the toilet a few times, and it's gonna be like explosion. And you're going to see a bunch of little emerald green balls in your toilet. Those are gallstones. And you successfully flushed your gallbladder. and also help flush your liver, because your liver uses your gallbladder in order to move things into the colon for extraction and to get rid of it. Also moves things into your urine and everything else. So it's very important to have the functioning liver. This is how you get to it. So I'm going to be doing these things. They're uncomfortable. They're not fun. They're not what I would say I want to do, but there's something that needs to be done. And I'm going to be doing them probably once every 3 weeks. And when I do it once every 3 weeks, I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to change my diet. I'm going to just keep working the way I work and everything else, doing what I do. And when I do that, then we're going to monitor things. Right now, I'm at about 255 pounds. That's way too heavy for a 5'9", 5'8.5", 9 person. Way too heavy. I carry it pretty well, but still, it's way too heavy. So, we're going to monitor this. It's going to take a little time, but I'm thinking by the time winter comes around, I'm going to be slimmed down to the point where my biker leather, which is always snug around the middle, I think it's going to be nice and loose, and it's going to be nice. It's not really about losing weight. It's about losing the toxins and losing the fat. That's what it is. And then the weight just comes off as a result. People are like, diet and exercise. That only gets you so far. I'm living proof of that. It doesn't get you where you need to be. Unless you got a good functioning liver. If you got a good functioning liver, then it will. But, these people who are just in this little tiny box, they're like, yeah, diet and exercise. Well, you're doing something wrong. You must be sneaking ice cream and stuff like that. I don't eat a whole lot of junk food. I'll eat a couple pieces of dark chocolate once in a while. I'll have a bowl of ice cream or something, But, like I said, pizza day is Friday. That's what I pick out. But for the most part during the week, I barely consume 2,000 calories, if that. So, like I said, by diet alone, I should be dropping pounds. So the only thing I can think of is the liver. I got to flush the liver. I got to keep flushing it. And it's going to start sucking those toxins out of my fat cells and shrinking me. And then I'll be fitting in. The pants that are snug on me now, they're going to be loose on me by the end of summer. I'm pretty sure of that. Then by next summer, because then I can be working out and doing everything and actually seeing gains. By next summer, I'll have a beach bod. Yeah, instead of a dad bod. But yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna see if my theory is correct. I think it is. I think it is correct. Because, like I said, last time I got under 200 pounds, I was doing those flushes. I never made the correlation between the two. I never these flushes, they're the ones who are doing it. No, I never made the correlation between the two. And I always ate the way I eat now, so I was losing weight then. So I never thought of that. I was just thinking of what I was eating. It's like, I remember eating a lot of beef and a lot of vegetables. So I started doing beef and vegetables and everything. It didn't make a difference. So, yeah, the one thing that was missing was the liver flushes, the gallbladder and liver flushes. So, basically, that's what I'm going to be doing. And I believe that I'm going to see a lot of success. I do. And when I see success like that, then if you're having trouble, maybe it's something you might want to try to do. Always consult your doctor. They always tell you that. Consult your doctor. Even though, I think doctors are hooey. They're a bunch of quacks. They don't know anything about health. But consult your doctor anyway. You don't want to do a liver flush or whatever, and if you have some kind of other underlying issues that might hurt you. So yeah, you might want to consult your doctor. Now your doctor's a quack, most likely, and the doctor's probably going to be saying, that's just it's soap. That's what doctors say. Those little green balls are soap. It's like, what, really? In order to turn olive oil into soap, you need lye. And lye is not naturally in your system. You're not consuming it or anything like that. So how can that be soap coming out the other end? And why is it if you were to get one of those balls, take some chopsticks or some something to pick up one of those balls and set it on a paper towel and just break it up, it stinks. Why does it stink? Because it's full of toxins. So that's what I learned, that the gallstones are actually not stones, they're just real soft. It's just your liver takes these real bad toxins and coats them with bile and sends them through the gallbladder so that they can come out through your poop chute, and then, you know, your body's rid of them. Well, if you've got an overflow of toxins, your liver's really producing a lot of those things, then it clogs up the gallbladder. See what I'm saying? So if you keep that gallbladder clean, then the liver's able to push all that stuff through. And when it pushes that stuff through, sucks all that stuff out of your fat cells. Yeah. At least that's what happened last time. I was under 200 pounds. And, yeah, gained it all back when I stopped doing the liver flushes. So I'm going to be doing one every 3 weeks, like I said. And then I'm going to maintain. I'm going to push myself to maintain and do it once a month. And just maintain it. And I will keep the weight off once it comes off. And that'll be awesome. But, like I said, consult your doctor if you want to do this. But right now I'm about 255. So I got to figure out when I'm going to do the first flush, and then I'm going to do the schedule from that point on. And when I do the first flush and everything, I'll let you guys know. And we'll do a weight check then. And then when I do the next flush, we'll do a weight check before it. And then we'll do a weight check every flush. And we'll see what the weight says. Now, I'm not expecting it just to, just roll off of me. I'm expecting it just to gradually go down. Just like it did, years ago when I got under 200 pounds. I figure by the end of summer, I should be slimmed down enough to the point where, like I said, my leather jacket will fit, more comfortably. So, by next summer, I think I should have a beach bod, which is pretty good. But I'm sick of carrying this weight around on me, and I've tried everything. Some things worked a little bit, but nothing worked. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I've narrowed it down. It's my liver, and well, we're gonna make this work. If it works for me, and if you've tried everything and everything's not working for you, then I hope it works for you. Like I said, consult your doctor. I have to say that stuff. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just saying, if you try it, I hope it works for you. But, yeah, that's it. I got stuff to do. I'll see you later.